Okay guys, I'm back. I'm doing a new video. I don't want to tell y'all yet, but seems like it's come time to. This is it's not like I've been holding this back from you. Y'all know that I've been waiting for this thing, and I told you I'd do a review right when I got it. So I just got it. I just don't want to tell you what it is yet. But it looks like I'm gonna have to. It's not the Broadway Limited locomotive. That's just what I have on the track to show you how what I got works. I got the DCS 51, or better known as the Digitrax Zephyr. So happy about it. About to show it to you right now. So here's the surprise right here. This is it, right here in my house. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Really like it. Does just what it's supposed to, just how it's supposed to do it. Sorry I'm so shaky, but, you know, I just am. So, we're going to fire this thing up right now. Boom. It's on. It's coming on. It's a CS Loco. Now, I have used it before. I've made sure that it works. I just know how to reset it. Normally, it'll come on and say the last programmed setup. So, first, to get this thing working, now on each of the keys it shows you what it does, except for 7, 8, 9. Except for 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 does the brakes. It makes the braking sound. Or just rocking back on the throttle real fast, like from going to 2 to 1 will also do the brakes. 5 throttles up and down. 6, 5 will idle up, and 6 will idle down. 7 turns off and on the ditch lights. 8 mutes it, which I also have the mute key right there. And 9 will shut up. It'll shut on and shut off the locomotive. I know that's not exactly right, but this is how you get the locomotive on. First, we're going to press the loco key, and it's going to flash 0. Now, the Broadway Limited's number is number 1. But I am going to get it changed to 6127, which is the road number. So then after you get it typed in, you press loco again, and now we have control of the Broadway Limited. So now I'm going to turn on the track power, and lights come on. So you use this button right here for the track power, here it is, and this light will come on. It says the track power is on. So to get the sound started up, I can either throttle and it'll come straight on to being on, or I can press F9, which will bring it up the proper way. I just pressed F9. The locomotive fires up. So now the locomotive's running, and I have complete control over it, so I can come forward a little bit, you know, if I took the brake off. We also have this little indicator light that says if the brake's on or off. So, there we go. Off, on, off, on. And that's pretty good. I'm gonna put the bell on, because this is how the locomotives are actually gonna leave the yard. You hit the bell, and it turns the bell on. Nothing fancy is happening with the locomotive yet. Nothing fancy is happening with the camera either. So now, we're going to press F2. And F2 will press twice for if you're going to go forward. And the ditch lights come on. And now we're going to move forward if I take off the brake. The Broadway is reacting, and we are moving forward. Now this is what I call the end of the yard, right here in the tunnel. So we brought it up to speed, we're gonna slow it down in the tunnel. I'll shut off the bell. Actually, no, I'm not. So now you've seen that works. Now I'm gonna flip it back to reverse. Once for reverse, and we'll throttle up and then come back to reverse. Now when it's coming backwards, you can see that the headlights are off, but the ditch lights stay on unless I hit the F7, which turns them off. Now to get them to come back on, you just flip her into forward, and then I hit the brakes. Now I'm going to take off the bell, and I'm going to show you some of the features of the Broadway. Now I've showed you the keys, and I've pressed them, so that you see how they work. Now I'm just going to show you the actual functions of the locomotive when I press these keys. So first we'll do F1, now F2, now F3. The actual locomotive has to be moving for F3. That's F3. F3 is the coupler. F4. That's F4. That banging noise. That's F4. And now it stops. F5 is me. It's going to throttle up.
You ever duck that out?
No.
You see it?
Yes.
You said it would look good.
Now I'm going to show y'all what F6 does.
Wait a minute.
I'm making a video.
Oh.
So and then F6 throttles it down. And now F7 will turn off the ditch lights. And F8 will mute it. Now, I'm going to go over what happens when it's muted. When it's muted, I can actually do the bell, and that's what the bell would purely sound like. And this is the horn. I like that horn, just stuns me. I love that horn. So now now in mute, you can also do this. Now this you can do anytime. You hold the horn down, then you press the exit button, then you let off the horn, and then you let off the exit button. And the horn stays on. Now what you do is you press mute once, and then you press it again, and everything stops, and the ditch lights will stay on. And I can still control the forward backwards with the ditch lights flashing constantly. So I mean, I love that. That's awesome. I found a way to make them constantly flash. God, sorry. So I mean, that's really cool. So we're gonna unmute it now, and the horn's still on. So then you just press F2 to make it shut up, and then the ditch lights will eventually stop flashing. There we go. And then F9. Actually, let's do. Sorry, I had the lights up. Let's do F0 and then F9. F0 shuts off the headlights, maybe. There we go. F0 just shuts off the headlights. Now F9 is going to shut it completely down. And now it's off. So, I mean, that's pretty much the features of it. I mean, if I hit the horn now, it'll just flash the lights. It's kind of like it's saying goodbye or waving. I like that. It's pretty cool. That's just about all it does. I mean, I know that seems like a lot, but you know, it doesn't seem like that much, but it is. I mean, I'm getting my fun out of it. That's for sure. I don't know exactly how to reprogram things. I don't know how to do all the CV work on this yet. Still something to learn. That's the locomotive completely shut down because now I've turned off the track power. Now the track power is back on. And when the track power comes on, it will start up. Sometimes. That's not the case all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I know why. That's because if I were to hit loco, and then hit exit, or here, you know what? I'll show you. I'll show you from right here how that works. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back here. So right now it says 01. What we're going to do is if I press loco, then I press exit, it'll just go back to the loco screen. That's how you clear the numbers. So now I'll turn on the track power and nothing happens. I mean, I'll flip her into forward and nothing happens because I'm not on the locomotive. Now if I press loco and then I press 1 and then I press loco again, now she'll come on. But we're going to cut the track, or I'll mute it so that way we don't have to listen to it. That way I can talk for a second. But I think right now the only thing left to do is run this bad boy. Show y'all how nicely it does. If the camera will focus. Get the camera's attention now. Now it knows what it's supposed to be focusing on, so there we go. I guess all that's left to do is run it. So I'm gonna show you everything about the Zephyr. I've showed you everything about the Zephyr. Very happy with it. Worth it. Worth all $200 so that I can get this locomotive running. Cost $202 because my hobby shop discounts things. Pretty good. Oh, I know what I haven't talked about yet. Before we do that, I'm going to show you this. The Zephyr has the LocoNet set up so that you can do all kinds of expansions. And what this does is it has an A and a B. Now I can get a cheap utility throttle and plug it into A. I'm just going to use A for an example. And then now I can walk 6 feet, because that's how long the cord is. I can walk 6 feet and use the, I can walk around 6 feet and use that instead of sitting at the table and only having the Zephyr. And then for B, I would plug in, now you don't have to do this, but this is just what I am going to do. I'm going to get what's called a panel. A panel plugs into there, and then you could run it all the way around here. And then I'm going to bolt it onto the layout here. It bolts onto the layout, and it just gives me 2 more plugs here. So that way I can be on this side of the layout and still be using the throttle over here, because I don't have, from there to here is over 6 feet already. Now I do have this cool new thing, this little camera here. It's not recording video, but it is, it's just sitting there kind of watching. And then I can look at my computer down here to see the train's running. So I think I'm going to show you my train from right here, maybe. Maybe not. Well, I mean, I'll show you how that's working. I'm gonna move the computer in a minute so that y'all can see the computer a little better. So, but first, I'm gonna set you back here, and y'all can watch the Broadway as it moves around the layout, and then I'll, kind of move the camera around a little bit. So we're gonna unmute it. And now it's already fired up and it's just been sitting still. I'm gonna blow the horn, put on the bell. She's gonna get herself moving, maybe. There we go. Okay, now she's moving. As Phil would say, now we're cooking with peanut oil. Phil Robertson's rules. I am going to learn how to turn that volume down just a little bit. I think it's a little bit loud. Okay guys, I'm kind of watching the time go by. Hopefully I'm working on my camera situation here. I'm working on this camera so that y'all can kind of hang out and watch the train in a minute from my computer. So I really want to show y'all that because that's pretty cool. Pretty cool how all that works. I know I'm getting kind of loud. I gotta get some stuff moved from my computer. Sit down. If I had that utility throttle, I'd be showing y'all how that works. I'd be over here honking the horn at you as it came by. But right now I'm sitting over here trying to get the computer in a spot that y'all can see it. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Now I'm gonna bring the phone over there so y'all can watch the train as it goes by from that point of view. Hopefully. Here we go. And here's the locomotive. So that's what it looks like from the camera. It's a little glary, but there we go. That's what it looks like from here. And I know I probably could just set the camera there, but I think that's pretty cool how the camera is watching everything that's happening. So right now the camera's got a big light in its face from my phone. So you can see my phone. Here comes the Broadway again. I'm going to set you up right outside the tunnel so I can show you all the cool things it can do. I'm going to set up the camera right here so that y'all, maybe not. Oh, it wants to focus on the spike. There we go. Okay. So now I basically have it just pointing. So here we go. Let me show you a few things I can just do. It's coming through there. I hope that sounded cool because, I mean, it sounded cool from right here. I mean, I'm really impressed with the loco, really impressed with the Zephyr, and I'm just going to bring the loco over here and it's going to maybe wave goodbye. There's the brakes. And it's going to come right up to you, maybe. We'll see what it decides to do. On 35s, running by my side, yeah. There we go. Okay. Back it up a little more. There we go. Oh, okay. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna shut her down. Maybe. There we go. So overview, the Zephyr, definitely worth the money. Broadway, definitely worth the money. Camera, kind of worth the money. I paid $5 for that camera. So, good times, good times. Pensacola, Florida has a new professional model railroader. I'm very happy Broadway's doing good. The GP60 should be coming back pretty soon. The Dash 8 is going to be sent off on Tuesday to get the DCC decoder sent or put back in it. Not really sending it off, I'm just sending it to my hobby shop to have the new equipment put in it. So, you know, can't wait for that. Love the locomotive, love everything else. Everything's doing pretty good on the layout here, and you know, hope to see y'all when I don't never see y'all, but hopefully y'all can be posting some more videos. I've been getting kind of bored. I'm ready to see some new videos. Very happy with the with all the new stuff that I got. I haven't really gotten that much new stuff. I'm just really happy with the Zephyr. I'll bring you a new video when I get the utility throttle. I'll bring you a review of it. And hopefully I'll have the utility throttle and the panel set up, so both of them will be in the one review. And that'll just be a fun review, kind of like this one has been. Really, it's just going to be more about the train than the actual equipment that I'm showing you. Just a brief overview of the equipment and then some fun running the train. So, see me next time. Very happy that you're watching. Check out my Facebook page. I really need some people to look at my Facebook page, but that's about it. Bye, guys.